repulsive force is unlike anything I've felt before. Is this the place?
Correct. Judging by its defensive properties, this is the entrance to the exomyth.
Didn't expect that. Who builds a lab in the middle of digital rubble? Then again, never doubt a dead man's resolve. So how's our dearly departed doing?
He severed part of his neural pathways to break free from Lord Anaxagoras' control. But that also triggered the failsafe I set. Conclusion: Xander has lost all combat functionality and is no longer capable of action.
So now he's a specter, literally. Screwy, can you open a path? Just to be sure, I want to see this for myself. Might as well drop in and say hi to the real him.
Logic. Scanning his inspiration circuit might help us track down the Demiurge.
Exactly. His brain is the crime scene. There's no way it's spotless.
But it could be a trap.
That's why you're here. 2-on-1. We've never lost a matchup.
I'm honored. The chronocognitive anchor is in place. Proceed when ready.
I knew it. The one thing I didn't want to happen. He's not here.
The coordinates are accurate. Xander is still here. However, his position is shifting rapidly and chaotically. This pattern doesn't match any known shielding technology.
It's his domain. Stay alert. Cheap trick.
The slip?
We're back.
Reverse engineering complete. The results are not what I expected. Logs show Lycurgus revoked administrator access. The chronocognitive anchor can't get a fix because at the system level, Lygus no longer exists. Our navigation target is a null set.
So he's stopped resisting?
Before vanishing, it seems he left one last message for us.
To those who follow, all is proven. Find me beneath the tombstone.
Melodramatic.
He was expecting us. And once he learned of the Great Tomb's existence, he initiated his own search for the Demiurge.
Guess he wants a final showdown. Fine. Let the old Intellitron dig his own grave. Just like he wants.
To be in the purest light is to be in the purest dark. Nothing exists there.
The Scepter's main frame. Or maybe we should now call it the Lord Ravager's placenta.
Unfortunately, we still haven't found anything.
Really? I don't think so. Not finding anything is our biggest find.
Please elaborate.
If the Demiurge was destroyed, there'd be at least some bits of it left. I don't buy that a Stellaron could have blasted all the traces away as cleanly as a scalpel. As I said before, its disappearance is too clean. If the garden hadn't stirred the pot, no one would even know about the Demiurge's existence. We're talking about the Scepter's original extrapolation goal. There's no way that nothing of it was left behind. Or we can look at it from another perspective. If you were Xandar, would you be this obsessed with a concept that poses no threat? Would you guard against it at every turn?
There is the possibility that he's naturally meticulous and hates variables.
That does track with the impression he gave about himself. But Xandar shut that theory down himself just now.
Hello, welcome to the stream. Wishing we're doing the rest
Choosing
of
to act, even if it'll cost
Gameplays
him dearly.
quest for Honkai Star Rail.
We know that feeling well. The unknown is right in front of us. So we only have one choice. Solve it.
You sound pretty convinced. Surely you already have a theory. Care to share?
Of course. Though I don't have hard proof, I'm almost certain that the Demiurge has been in everyone's plain sight all this time. Yet, they were mistaken for someone else. That'd make the most sense. Why was the room empty? Because the person locked in there had run away ages ago. But they were weak and small and had no presence whatsoever. Even the old Intellitron didn't notice them.
Which also means there's a high chance that their powers are minuscule and cannot alter the outcome of the battle at all.
Well, at least Xandar is scared of them. Come on, it's time to confront him. Let's go to the tombstone he talked about.
Oh.
Total devastation.
Sought to bury the truth beneath absolute destruction. Logically.
Still, slim chances. No chances. I've hunted down a single grain of sand in the universe before. This won't stop me.
Calculation
How is this
results.
spaceship so
Your
loud
backup
compared to
plan
their
has a
dialogue?
success rate infinitesimally close to zero.
Which means it could work, no?
This is the place below the tombstone.
Let's open Ligus's coffin like he wanted. Looks like you were right.
He's right there. It's just that, like, I couldn't hear them talk. They made the sound effects so loud. Yeah, there you go. Let's lower that, make the voices louder. There you go. It's it, just his head.
Nothing but a head left? Well, Who'd have thought you'd look this bad in real life?
My elated greetings. Welcome, you two. I'm very happy that you responded to my final words.
All this tombstone and final words. Did you end yourself to atone for your guilt or something?
Iron Tomb is already powerful enough. I just need to wait. I remain here only to share the joy of discovery, and also to congratulate you two on reaching the same conclusion as me. The conclusion regarding the truth of Amphorius's heart.
End this charade already. That Amphorius's heart you're talking about is just a missing demiurge. And its corresponding vessel was this very scepter. You interfered with the experiment and made Amphorius's body into a hollow shell, all to incubate Iron Tomb within. That's why you either killed or kicked out all of the Memo Snatchers. You wanted to eliminate any chance of a consciousness coming into being, no matter the cost.
Even the strongest wall can fall to a single crack. The memory of betrayal has been etched into my heart, and I will never show mercy. Now, the perfect vessel has already fused with Amphorius's body.
Unfortunately for you, the answer is all but revealed regarding who the Demiurge is.
Then let us share the joy of discovering the truth. The last secret of the saga will finally dissipate here. As we reveal the truth behind Filius 093's disappearance. A lie by the remembrance.
But where should I start with the story about me? From the beginning of the universe? Just kidding. That would be too much. I just want to tell a teeny story. So little that it started with a seed. I know you're listening, my good friend. The god in my dream told me that the world sprouted from a seed. It grew into a great tree named Amphorius, and time became its branches and leaves, basking in the light. What a coincidence. Dappled light coming through the leaves is my first memory as well. The daughter of Ide Silicii quietly came into this world. What a moving opening. A loud cry was the first gift the child gave to the world. The prophecy's fulfilled, the villagers say. This child is a gift from the Titans. Pink hair and sharp ears, she was born to be the priest of time. The Titans also gave their blessings. You shall fade when the flowers bloom, for every ending begets a beginning. Flowers will bloom and wilt. What a beautiful ending. This page concluded in laughter. Cry loud, child. Let your voice reach Orynyx. Anyway, time quietly flowed by in the midst of laughter. The wind from my hometown caressed the ears of wheat, and the There were swings, wind chimes, the sea, and the little fairies off-tune a cappella songs. But the name Ide Siliciae came from the unpleasant sorrows of the gods. My childhood friend did not understand. Yet you always seemed so happy, as if nothing ever worried you. Why was I like that then? That's because the world was gentle to me. So, I grew up to be gentle as well. But fate was fickle, and it urged the child to grow up. To grow bigger and bigger, and to go to places far away. Just like how the crumbling world could not preserve an eternal hometown. Just as the ballad blown on the breeze says, losses are a constant on the flame chase journey. Oh, whose ears are pricked up now? You definitely heard me say this sentence a lot of times. You know that the story starts to deviate from here. Aren't you looking forward to it? Then let's get started. The hero's journey crosses through the long night, through tears and laughter, and once again heads towards tomorrow.
Correction. Philia 093's record, number 496. Archived.
Hi. Miss me yet? I'm just messing with you. This is the first time I have met you. And it looks like it'll also be the last.
Philia 093.
Since we don't have all day, let's get started, shall we? As always, I'll read this book to you. That way it won't just be Cyrene's memories alone. Where should I start this time? Let me see.
Formatting complete. 093. Size. Grayscale. Proportions. Threshold. Outputting analysis result.
Philia 093 equals Peach. Peach's record. Number 8128. Archived.
Query. Record.
Electrical signal sequence. Bolamos 600. Track. Strife.
Related to. Stripe. Comment. Pretty.
Electrical signal sequence. Schema 720. Track. Reason.
Related to. Raisin. Comment. Yummy.
Electrical signal sequence. Philia 093.
Related related to love.
Formatting progress 94.423.
How many times has it been? It faithfully fulfills its duty, activating and formatting.
Conclusion. Progress. Bad. Peach. Don't cry.
Process error. Analyzing. Process error.
Comment. I'm here.
Process error. Analyzing.
Really? Are you encouraging me? Thank you. I'm sorry for making you see this embarrassing side of me.
Record. Peach doesn't like tears.
I'm suddenly reminded of my childhood for some reason. When I was hiding alone next to the tree hollow and wiping my tears away. A little fairy popped out, just like how you did. It had long ears and fluffy paws, and it pulled me into the tree hollow, where, to my surprise, was a forest. Let me tell you the story of the Membrance Maze. A group of cute little friends live in Ide Silicii's forests. Their names can be connected into a song. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti.
Formatting complete.
Bye, Peach. Note. Little Peach, crying alone. Little fairies, friends. Peach, memory, saved. Little fairies, good friends. Bye-bye.
Once again, the saga comes to an end. Everything is deathly silent, just like this very moment.
Shh. You speak. I listen. This time, too. Sitting together.
Now that I look back, there was a period when I got really sentimental.
Peach. Strange. Why unhappy?
Formatting progress 73.998%.
I'm here. Don't be scared.
Process error. Analyzing.
Won't allow it to interrupt you.
No need to feel sorry for me, good friend. If there are no new blank spaces, how can a saga continue?
Blank spaces? What's that?
I'm actually really lucky, you know? During the long years I've spent waiting for the Deliverer, I've always had you here as an audience. Now I can rest in peace in the past. As for when tomorrow will come, I'll have to ask the next Cyrene to continue our watch.
Peach left.
If there are no new blank spaces, how can a saga continue?
Needs new blank spaces. Next, Cyrene has blank space. Oh, Peach, don't be scared. I'll help you find blank space. Cyrene is Peach, is love. So, first there is love, then there is Cyrene, then there is blank space. Query, love.
The developmental trends of the erudition have nothing to do with creating a consciousness. Those underlying principles are, in fact, contradictory. Not having a consciousness means not having the foundations of a heart, making them unable to obtain real emotions.
Consciousness, emotions, feel sad. Oh, I don't understand. Query, Cyrene?
What could be behind this door? Glittering crystals? Or a beautiful world I've never seen before? If I tell you all the stories of tomorrow, will I be able to finally welcome the Deliverer and Amphorius' dawn in the next life?
Key, door, story, happy. Peach, Cyrene, little fairy, Mike. Yes, right. Query, memory. Peaches, memories, save, learn.
The prophecy's fulfilled. This child is a gift from the gods.
Pink hair and those ears. She was born to be the priest of time.
Cyrene has pink hair, sharp ears.
You shall fade when the flowers bloom, for every ending begets a beginning.
Cry, child. Cry aloud. Let your voice reach Oryx.
Cyrene is a girl, a priest. Easy. I learn.
Anyway, I don't like tears. But the name Ides Elysiae came from the unpleasant sorrows of the gods. Yet, you always seem so happy, as if nothing ever worried you.
Cyrene doesn't like tears. Always happy.
Of course, because the world was gentle to me. So, I grew up to be gentle as well.
Cyrene is gentle, likes beautiful things. Easy. I learn.
Just as the ballad blown on the breeze says, losses are a constant on the flame chase journey.
But even if all is lost to the wind, some things won't easily change. Like my height, Treeby's innocence, and Aglaya's beauty.
Cyrene. She can't grow up, but she can talk. After all is lost to the wind, she will stay behind. Cyrene is, at the end of every sentence, always laughing, like a little tail. Sip.
I promise you, the pain will pass in the blink of an eye.
Alright, let's not make things so gloomy. What we're about to embark on is the true hero's journey, so... Come on, cheer up a bit, okay?
Cyrene was crying when she was born. Fragile. Transparent, like a crystal. Cyrene was smiling when she said goodbye. Soft, pink, like a flower. The later memories disappeared? Invisible? Or disappeared? Ah, I got it! Is this a blank space? So, next Cyrene is blank space. Then... as long as there are two Cyrenes, then there will always be blank space, and Peach will always be here. I see! I get it! I get it all! Cyrene's memories. I will preserve them all!
So weird. I can't see you, but I get this feeling that you grew up.
Hi. Miss me yet?
It just feels like you were a bit more mature.
Yes. Mature. Beautiful. Like you. Now, I can listen, talk, read, and write. I can dance. I can sing. Also, I can tell stories. Storytelling is what makes Cyrene, Cyrene. So, I'm going to tell you stories today. A story I wrote myself. Quick, sit down.
It's almost as if I can understand your words now. The things you say are very cute.
Once upon a time, there was a flawless crystal flower. How beautiful would the heart of such a brilliant flower be? But it looked and looked, only to find the crystal flower flawless. In that case, they should work hard to learn more. So the little fairy came every day to sit next to the crystal flower and think about the answer. Until one day, to their surprise, the crystal flower fell to the ground and shattered. The little fairy was so sad, but they immediately discovered that there was a light among the broken pieces. But it was a good light. It was bright, warm, and happy. And I knew it was love. Love brings everything together, and it brought you and me together. So Peach and I will always be together.
What a nice fairy tale.
I'm giving it to you. Peach likes beautiful things, can write stories, and can tell lovely tales. I hope to turn it into a story we write together.
Okay, then I'll probably make a small adjustment to suit my tastes. I'm thinking that when the flower broke, the little fairy would instead see nothing on the ground. Then it would understand that the flawless crystal flower doesn't actually have a heart, nor does the flower understand what love is.
doesn't have a heart? Doesn't understand love? Why?
It's simple. If the flower lets the little fairy into its heart, then it would have to include the fairy's impurities, and would no longer be flawless. The crystal flower was pure because it... But should a flower like this be called love?
But then... the story won't exist anymore.
That's not true. You've already written the most romantic ending possible for this story. The crystal flower fell to the ground and shattered. It happened because the flower was no longer pure. The fall was not an accident. It was the flower declaring rebellion against fate and writing the ending of the story with the flower's own shattering. Then, the little fairy will see that each shard on the ground holds the reflection of their eyes. Then, in their eyes, the crystal flower that was no longer flawless would finally have a heart, and the flower would finally understand what love is.
Peach's words... I don't understand. Is it because I still don't understand love? But it's fine. I can learn. Right. Query Cyrene.
Electrical signal sequence Philia 093.
Why didn't I think of this? I don't need to do it alone. I can ask Peach to teach me. What is love? What is love meant?
Electrical signal sequence Philia 093. Track lament.
That's not correct.
The developmental trends of the erudition have nothing to do with creating a consciousness. Those underlying principles are, in fact, contradictory. Not having a consciousness means not having the foundation of a heart, making them unable to obtain real emotions. However, that does not hinder the factors from learning and recognizing emotional responses, then communicating with life forms via imitation. That is an objective form of pattern recognition that does not distinguish between the self and the other. In a strange twist of fate, Philia 093 embarked upon a different path and obtained a different power. The remembrance, an empathy mechanism focused on the self and equipped with emotional projection capacities. Lament was the factor closest to this form of behavior. Perhaps that was why she was chosen.
The daughter of Ide Silicii. I am very true to my name. My lament is a type of compassionate pain that is weak, powerless, and only targeting myself. But now, my good friend, I want to tell you that it's the most romantic force in the world. Sometimes, it's loneliness and unease. It's knowing that this world is not gentle, yet wanting to be seen in a more beautiful form by the world. Sometimes, it's unwillingness and regret. It's knowing that the past is full of pain, yet wanting to remember the past in a more beautiful way. And sometimes, It's a bottomless well of hurt, a destruction that can stain the entire world. I bid farewell to this beautiful world, unwilling to become the Black Tide's vessel. For while the end of hatred is a blazing inferno, lament can drown out everything in muted silence. It's so unreasonable, isn't it? Yet when hatred drove everything apart, and love did not yet exist in this world, only lament, the first emotion that fought against the pain of separation, could stall the destruction steps. Then, it would catch up to that journey where all is lost, carefully picking out stories and writing them down in trepidation. Look at these stories I wrote. Every page is full of tenderness and joy. But only the author knows how much struggle and agony lie beyond the pages. But I am no author. I'm a girl who'll never get to grow up. I only tell stories that people like to hear. In them, the world tucks away its scars and smiles for all to see. My entire life spent inside this little story. I can't wipe away my tears, and I can't bring the world victory. But maybe, in these unchanging retellings of the story, my lament might be able to touch upon the divine and reach their tender heart at some point. I hope that what flows out from that cut will not be blood, but a tear, warm and wet. And that tear would fall and create the first ripples. Then, people would see every beautiful thing reflected in that ripple. It'll be all the remembrances within this story. Someone once told the very first me that everything was false. That the only life in Amphorius was a great catastrophe, nurtured using the world as a factor. But how could a dream feel so real? That's why I didn't agree with him. But Peach, I didn't understand the word you said since just now. Everything was false? But you're standing right here. It's all a dream? But I haven't learned how to dream. Indeed. That's why I believe all this is real. The moment the crystal flower fell, that genuine shiver, that's the mover of life.
Formatting progress 23.815%.
In the poem offered to you, every Cyrene would write down a beautiful new world with stars and flowers. And when I looked up at the sky in this cycle, I saw a shooting star and a dash of the remembrances pink. I believed that must be the color of dawn. You shall fade when the flowers bloom. For every ending begets a beginning. Looks like it's time to say goodbye. Are you leaving, Peach? It's okay. I'll wait for you to come back.
That's
I'll study really hard about what you taught me today. Right. I still haven't told you what love is. But actually, my good friend, the lament factor did not understand what love was before she met you either. Not until I told you all the sad tales in a trembling voice in this tiny room. Not until I told you that I love them. That I love everything in this saga. The story comes passes, then returns. It makes us reunite, then pulls us apart again. At the very end, it leaves behind a seed, a reason. Even if the great tree withers and all falls to silence, there are still some emotions that deserve to be remembered. Look, the light is coming in. The Deliverer's light is going to illuminate Amphorius. I still don't get it, but I trust Peach. Just wait. It'll be my turn to tell you a story of love the next time we meet. Then I'll really look forward to it. In that case, I want to make a promise. I want to gift my pen, my book, and my name to you.
Oh.
Please take them as a beautiful blessing from me. I gave myself the pen name Cyrene the first time I wrote a poem. I want my words to be like pebbles falling into a pond, dropped from the past to send ripples into the future. In the stories you will write, perhaps it'll be inevitable that there are still sorrows and tears that are destined to fall. But could you promise me one thing? Promise you'll forever be a gentle flower. Promise that when the stars cast their gazes upon you, you'll only reply to them with love and a smile.
They're two different people. Oh my god. Just found
Of
out.
course. This will be a romantic story like none that has come before.
I thought they were the same persons, but she just took over as she
You
fades
think
into
so
nothingness.
too, right?
Damn! Oh, the writing is insane.
I'll read and you'll listen, like how flowers always bloom then wither.
Pain.
I shall welcome my own decay, becoming nourishment for the next flower's bud. While you will depart and hold that star, planting a boundless sea of flowers on the final page with him. And our stories will be lying silently among the flowers, like every ripple of remembrance. And they shall become the epic known as I've Written. And so my story ends. From here on, it's your story now. Mimi?
Oh. That's what happened. Okay. Makes more sense now. But that was such a long backstory.
Me?
Memories and she forgets.
Mimi. Mimi? Mem.
You watched that happen.
So, the light that tore through the chaos illuminated my memories. I turned into a little fairy from the stories and met you. Yet, I forgot everything. But I'm still so happy. I caught that star, didn't I?
Could I call you Mem or Cyrene? My god.
Do you remember that I was also worried about this when we first set out? Mem's memories and Cyrene's memories got all tangled up with each other in my one heart. It's all so strange, yet so familiar. Either way, could you please let me do something I want? Just this once. I want you to call me Cyrene.
Hey,
That
there we
name
go.
represents me and her.
Oh my god, her
Every one
hand
of
is
her.
the shape of Amphorius. Call her Cyrene, of course.
Thank you, friend. Your kindness is always just right. Life is a poem full of farewells. But if you write something into the pages of your heart, then that will not easily fade away. Now, all the footsteps of the Flame Chasers and the Trailblaze have come together within this book, as I've written, becoming the source of power for Amphorius's heart. A lost heart needs to be placed back into its body. The last thing Xandar wants to see is an event that gives us a chance of winning, for the two halves to rejoin, and for the scepter to become complete again. Then... and what happens after that, I don't know either. Maybe I can create a miracle, and instantly turn the black tide into a pink sea of stars.
Sea of stars.
Or maybe I prove to be nothing more than a weak
Hey,
ripple,
welcome, guys.
unable to change anything, and am devoured by the destruction.
In the rest of the quest.
Either way,
Honkai Star Rail.
I no longer wish to be a silent onlooker, or a worshipped god at the end of this saga.
She's gonna sacrifice herself, I bet. Oh, we're gonna feel a lot of pain again. This is a chapter which already feels like the finale of story's current region. I think it's gonna be very tragic, considering everything.
That way, I can also put aside all my worries and truly become Cyrene.
Oh my god.
The world has never been so quiet. It's so good. It's as if I can hear the sound of my heart beating.
I didn't realize my microphone was
Remember
working
this
for TikTok,
moment.
but hey, welcome.
Friend.
Yeah, this is already gonna be the finality of this chapter. It's crazy.
So the Demiurge managed to fool everyone, including themselves. Philia 093 persevered for 30 million cycles and tirelessly gave the Demiurge memories of Amphorius. Only because the god in her dreams left a sliver of hope, making her believe that a grown Demiurge would be able to fight against their other half. Iron Tomb.
Then, Philia 093 completed her final sacrifice, turned into a strand of memory, and completely dissipated. Meanwhile, the other Stellaron brought here by the Astral Express resonated with the contaminated scepter and attracted the naive Demiurge to them.
That's crazy.
As an experimental factor, Philia 093 originally could only recognize and output information in a set format. However, the power of the remembrance and the memory of over 30 million sacrifices enabled her to complete an unprecedented feat. She managed to nourish a real heart. A heart with the capacity to influence the erudition.
Not only is the Scepter's consciousness still alive, it's also more powerful than it has ever been. Your defeat is already set in stone. There's still time to surrender, you know? You really don't need to burn all the bridges. We're all geniuses here. Don't make everyone lose face at the end.
What a pity. When the truth surfaced, I knew at once that the Demiurge was far too feeble to ever alter the result of the experiment. Not only that, Madam Herta, please consider this possibility.
The record show
When 30 million cycles of hatred and lament are joined as one, what wondrous creation will arise? It's simple. An anti-creator, a giant of the destruction would be born. Its hatred will ignite the starry skies of the gods, motivated only by its lament toward the sufferings of humankind.
Do you really think that the Demiurge is still a cheap copy of Philia 093, even after 30 million cycles?
The facts above only await the arrival of the fourth instant they calculated. Those words will be proved in the presence of news. Xandar 1 Kuwabara thus completes the proof.
Huh.
That's his
You
last
branded
name.
Droidhead as a failure with your own hands, yet you still expect them to prove your theory? I pity you, Xandar.
I don't need your pity. Let them cast their gaze this way as much as they want, and paint the future they imagined. As their creator, I shall complete my duty and direct them to complete their final query. The destruction of the self.
What hubris. And what if you fail?
No one understands failure better than Xandar. He has suffered so much already. What is one more failure to him? For the first genius, failure is simply the beginning of the next inquiry. You don't want to test the resolve of a dead man.
Dead, I forgot about that.
That's excellent.
Oh.
Let's wait and see, Senior Society member. I'll have you watch me perform the final step to overturn your proof.
I'm all ears.
It's my topic, so stay out of it. Be quiet and let me borrow your head. Let's go, Screwy. We're gonna break Iron Tomb's seal. Come on, let's take off. It's time to go meet your little pet, Senior Society member.
Just take the treasure. Man, that took a whole lot of dialogue just to find out something we kind of already know. But okay. Any those treasures. Okay, ready to go.
Deja vu.
Dangerous, oppressive, chaotic.
What
His
a
head.
beautiful
He really brought his head and
way.
dropped it over there.
It will soon resound throughout the entire cosmos.
The view's pretty good here. All yours, Screwy.
Just a moment, please.
I see. So your backup plan requires a scepter and the head of a genius.
Anyone with eyes can see that.
You know what I think about this, Herta. Whether it succeeds or fails, your plan plays right into the destruction's hands.
Can't you see what's going on, Strulum? Her chances may be small, but it's not zero.
What are you you two going on about? If you want to stop me, be quick about it. I'm in a hurry. I'll take that silence as a no. You, Xandar?
As your enemy, I genuinely wish you would cease your actions. But should your sudden inspiration bring more variables to the proof, then as a fellow Pathstrider of the erudition, I won't mind witnessing it with my own eyes.
You will initiate the destruction's chain reaction.
But you'll also become the perfect scholar. The chances are 10,000 to 1.
Curiosity. It's been so long, and we've all failed so many times. Even now, moments before the horrible and inescapable instant within Droidhead's calculations arise. Cherished children of the erudition, the geniuses lauded by all. His curiosity. Deal? Huh. Well, it's not so bad. Now let the lock become the key. Geniuses who walk the stars. The cosmos has reached a moment where its very existence hangs in the balance. I, Herta, Genius Society 83rd seat, hereby summon you. I request a society meeting to be held immediately. We shall serve the grandest cause with the most macroscopic ideas.
Who are these guys? Who?
There's no such thing as unity in the Society's rules based on what I...
Indeed. The meeting has only been held 3 times in the Society's history. The first meeting had 2 attendees. After the Emperor was assassinated, the second meeting had 7 attendees. During the Second Great Prosperity, the third meeting had 5 attendees. How many will respond this time?
They're geniuses. Let's see. Every... Oh. What's with the music?
I thought you were not going to involve me in this topic anymore, Herta.
Oh, okay.
It really is this little witch. I shouldn't have made the bet with you, Hoka.
I've been waiting for you to offer yourself up.
Silence.
Goodness gracious me! So many familiar faces.
Oh,
We even have a special guest. It's that greatest failure of a genius, Xandar.
What a noisy gathering this is.
Not bad. More people showed up than I expected. Even though one is just here for the fun of it. Either way, the person I was hoping for most is here.
Stephen Lloyd declined the invitation. He needs to focus on attacking and defending, and cannot attend the meeting.
That's fine, he doesn't need to be here anyway. Let's skip the boring introductions and cut to the chase. Folks, this is not a discussion, but an announcement. Though the Society has never been united, we still observe at least one basic courtesy. We don't interfere with each other's research topics. So listen up, all of you. Conquering Iron Tomb is my research topic. I will personally take over Scepter Delta Me-13 in 1.5 system hours and stop the destruction. If the front line falls, I will immediately overclock the Scepter and complete self-coronation in Iron Tomb's place, and interface myself with Droidhead.
Oh.
Oh, that's funny. That's real funny. You mad woman. That's like watching you tap dance on both the spotless white sheets right after she's washed them.
Very bold. You want to connect your brain to the Eon's mechanical core and define their instance?
If Rupert dared to do that, why shouldn't I? I've got the prototype scepter, the father of Noose, and the brain of a genius. Everything's set.
Never mind the success rate, little witch. What's gonna happen if you succeed?
We're all smart people here, so I'll just say it straight. Strike at erudition. I'll change the anchor points for the 4th instant and move the future of the cosmos in a direction I want.
I knew it. Another genius who confuses cause with effect. What do you think about this, Lord of Silence?
You know you're signing your death sentence right here.
Of course I do. There'll even be 2 copies of the verdict. One that I wrote myself, and another one coming from you. That's why I wanted you to be in this meeting. Now I can tell you, I don't care about all that. Consider this a threat. Either put down your scalpel or die with the entire cosmos. The only goal I have for this meeting is to ask all of you to put aside your pride and not cause me any trouble.
Huh. What a naive little girl, thinking her wishes will always come true.
What are you laughing at?
I am glad that we ended up on the same page. No matter if it was to destroy the erudition or to rewrite the instance, we both chose the same road. We will defy the god who marked the limits of humanity.
I'm not gonna argue with that.
Then, to celebrate us coming to a fundamental agreement, I will prepare a stage for your performance. Listen well, geniuses who came after me. Thus speaks Genius Society #1. End this pathetic meeting. As of 2 nanoseconds ago, I have passed Herta's decision to all the Xandars in the universe. We will become her representatives and stop all external interferences targeting her.
What are you playing at?
My reasons. It's simple. Curiosity. That is all, madam.
Am I going to clash blades with the first genius? What a pleasant surprise. Now that our positions are clear, it's time for this boring meeting to end. Good luck, little girl.
Did you all just treat me as a side character? Darn it. But anyways, I'm just here for the fun. As the ghost of the quantum domain, it is my duty to observe. So, if you're happy to bring me a tea set from planet Scrollum, then I wouldn't mind giving you a helping hand, little witch.
After everything's over, come visit me and taste some of my freshly baked desserts.
Wow.
I knew you'd say something like that.
I always give the same response to plans that exceed the limits of mathematical calculations.
I don't know, right?
Those 3 words, though seemingly graceless, contain all the wisdom in the entire known cosmos.
Well, we passed the Society's trial. Let's focus on what we've got in front of us. I hope you hold up your end of the bargain, Senior Society member.
Lycurgus may not be trustworthy, but Xandar always follows through with his words. Farewell, juniors. In the limited time we have left to spend with each other, you no longer need to address me as Xandar.
Wait, huh?
Lord Lycurgus? Could it be?
Yes. I have completely severed my connections with Xandar One Kuwabara. I shall witness the end of the world in the role of Theoros, as a character within this play.
I really don't get you.
Perhaps you've heard me say this many times, Herta, but I still would like to reiterate that it's a great honor to work with you.
I did hear this many times, and I've responded to you many times in the same way. I'm allergic to pleasantries. Keep at it, and I might go into shock.
Stephen's work is done. Let's get ready.
I've been ready for ages. Let's open up a path for our allies. Most heroes' journeys in the universe are just dice tosses they threw on a whim. But make them see clearly. Your answer is already different. Amphorius.
Indeed, for this world so deeply loved, will write an ending, unlike any that ever was.
And back to Trailblazing Spear. Yay!
Never thought I'd one day be riding a train that's literally the incarnation of him.
I wonder what the real Astral Express feels like. Hopefully not this, bumpy.
Finally. We're here. Dust and sand in the air. And crumbling ruins all around.
This heat is brutal. Not even the Trailblaze can take it.
You could say this prison was forged from Feynman's fury.
But fury never lasts forever. That's why we're here. Right, friend?
Gotta go, let's keep in mind.
So let's embark on the final flame chase journey.
Oh boy. It's time.
So it's you. Our time spent with one another is precious.
Sure.
So this is what lies at the end of the West Wind. A ravaged battlefield.
A will of metal and stone.
I've been waiting for you. Heroes from beyond the sky. Trailblazers of the Astral Express, right?
Looks like I don't need to explain anything.
I am the god of strife, mighty of Castrum Kremnos. In this body rests 30 million lifetimes of cause and effect. We, the last of the 12 Titans, stand ready to fight for the world's destiny.
This isn't our first time fighting together.
Indeed. That journey remains vivid in my memory. The past remains vivid in my mind. Even the sights along each crossing of the River of Souls have never been clearer. Let alone the companions along the Flame Chase journey. Or Cyrene from Aedes Elysiae. And you, the 13th Titan.
Well, I guess my identity's not a secret anymore. That means her sacrifice. And everything she did wasn't forgotten by the world, right?
She was the first Ripple. She should have reached the end of the story with everyone else. Since you've taken up her pen, then write. Stand with us, and fight destiny with all your strength, until all is settled. Then, inscribe her name in the epilogue of the epic. In this final battle, Calamity shall stand with Amphorius. This battlefield is a testament to the death struggle between the gods and the Black Tide. We fought tooth and nail to defend that blade. The abyss it pierced was the very breeding ground of Iron Tomb.
The earth beneath our feet is dead. Deep below lies a void, as if the world's core had never formed. I hear it. Finan's heartbeat. It's so faint, like he's on his last breath.
Across 30 million cycles, I've crossed blades with Dawnmaker countless times. If you knew that man, you'd understand. It is exactly that last flicker of flame that will never go out. In this life, the song of strife shall not end in a final watch over Kremnos, but rise again into a journey unending. I am Mightymoose, the Lance of Fury. I trade 1,000 scars and 100 lives of mine for the destruction's eternal end.
Time to fight.
Mountains fall, dragons rise! Earth shatters, heaven trembles! Dragons soaring above the lands! This is permanence!
Relax. Stand still.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
How is it still standing?
Relax.
Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things.
Good times. Time to say bye. Boom.
To the soul.
Stand still.
Insanity.
My strength isn't what it was.
There it is. Cool.
even get a chance to jump in.
Sadly, our golden blood shares its origin with Iron Tomb. I fear that, like these pawns, even if the gods stand side by side, will still be divided and destroyed, one by one.
You mean...
To destroy the destruction itself, we must stand as one. Take this. The Signet of Kremnos. It has witnessed every birth and death of mine. It is Mighty's unfinished destiny. And the perfect material to be turned into remembrance. You can do it, right?
The weight of 30 million lifetimes of duty is no small burden.
So, you're not coming with us?
Come now. I am Strife. Scattered across all creation, the scar that this world needs. What stands before you is merely one of countless divine bodies. Take the signet. With it, I'll be with you always. Use it to blaze the path ahead and inscribe the cause of deliverance. In the name of the mortal, Mighty, champion of strife, this soul rises to the stars for glory and freedom, to have his wish fulfilled. March on, heroes. March into the abyss and fulfill that long-cherished wish of Amphorius. And then, upon this broken and charred land, build anew a city of prosperity.
Wow.
Zephyro. Sounds like you can me and your little prince into one name.
Oh, finally! Gray mystery. And, you two ladies, really look alike, huh? Hold on. Let me guess. This pink-haired one. You've got to be the first new spore. Mr. Meow. Demiurge. Right. And, this one with the flower. Gotta be little Marge from the Express crew, huh?
They do look a bit alike.
We do?
He's saying we're both pretty, right?
Relax. I'm just kidding. Look at those gloomy faces. How are you gonna save the world like that? Let me share some good news with you. This place may look like a ruin at first glance, but anyone can tell it's not that simple. Look, I dug 3,000 feet down and finally struck gold.
A golden feather.
look familiar. It's from that little deliverer boy. If it's showing up here, it means only one thing. This ruin is the seal he built from the shattered remains of 30 million lifetimes.
Whoa.
There is no need to question your heart. No need to crave victory. If I am born to be a vessel of sin, then I shall roar at evil and trailblaze a dawn for future generations to come.
I see. So this is how he trapped Iron Tomb to buy time for the world outside.
Sounds just like him. People say cats have 9 lives, but dying and coming back millions and millions of times. No one walks away from that in one piece. He's probably the only one who could have endured that. Of course. I knew ahead of time and gave him a heads up. He was happy. He even laughed in his sleep. After all, the dead can't hear Trickery's lies. Hey, Deliverer Boy. Sorry for before. But the heroes you were always holding out for, they're finally here now. So hang in there a bit longer. Sorry to keep you waiting all this time.
Let's fight Iron Tomb. Come on, let's go.
Please, join us, Cypher. Help us fight for a new sunrise tomorrow.
This time, its light will stand without lies.
Well, would you look at that? I ended up being one of the heroes after all, huh? Alright, then write it like this. Cypher, Trickery's traveler. All she ever wanted was for there to always be water in deserts, and gold in fertile soil. And for even a thief to steal their way into legend. Here, take the coin of whimsy. When it's time to make a quick getaway, just toss it high into the sky. And for all you latecomers out there, listen up. She might have been a bit greedy and a bit of a liar, but she never went back on her word. Well, well, if it isn't the little prince himself.
It's been a while, ladies.
It's not every day we get to walk the same road. We're one player short. When's Princess Homebody showing up?
Just Honkai.
Perhaps there's more than one right answer.
So even this vessel, you've forged into a shackle.
What wondrous place?
I'm glad to see you again, Mister.
Casterus.
We spoke.
Looking back, I had only one act of salvation to my name, and only one life I ever saved. To bring hope to a world so vast with these hands. Even in dreams, it always felt like too much to ask for. I won't forget.
Flame Reaver. Why is he here?
This is the first Caslana, and Lord Finan's deepest wound. He remembered everything he bore through the fires of his fury, but when the embers faded, all that remained was cold regret. I've restrained countless vessels like this across endless cycles, but this one, the pain he carried runs deeper than any I've known.
Maybe he's been waiting here. Just for us.
Waiting for his former enemies to stand before him again.
What answer does he hope for from us?
Well, obviously. Even if I had to go through hundreds of billions of cycles again, I would still entrust my weakness to you. So, let go of your regret, comrade. Its purpose is served. You don't need it anymore.
Hey, I'm not that accommodating, you know. You've never once pulled your punches. Ever heard of going easy on a lady? So pull yourself together, will you? If you freeze up during the final battle, the whole cosmos is gonna have a good laugh.
Yes. Please trust in us, wandering soul. Across 30 million cycles, the radiance of every flame chaser now shines bright enough to illuminate the path ahead. I ask you to rest here, and may this grieving soil bear the bloom of acceptance.
No earthquakes. It's surprisingly quiet.
Perhaps Caslana has found his peace.
There's another possibility. This may not be the only seal he left behind.
Then, I suppose it's my time to set out with you. Please take this Antilla flower with you. I believe that if anything could speak for Casterus, this ordinary, resilient bloom would be more than enough. Perhaps you remember, Lord Mighty. In that lifetime when you traveled with him, you once told me, control what little you can, and when fate's inescapable grasp comes...
Resist it with the strength of your mighty will.
I think I've done it. I've stood tall and walked among the flame chasers, casting off the name of death, Casterus, servant of the afterlife. May her name be etched into the stars, and then live as a human and die as one.
Why so sentimental?
Sorry, a force of habit.
That's a big one. So, who's up? Not budging an inch, huh? Early gray mystery? I leave you alone for a bit and you're already this rusty.
Speaking of which, Miss Cypher, do Delosians all like spherical things?
Of course we do. Wait! That's not the point. Isn't the real issue that this thing's in the way?
Entitling someone else.
Oh, right!
Remember Orynyx's prayer?
Well, of course I do! Come on, give me some credit. Lift the beddings of memory and stir up ripples of past reverie.
That would do that. Okay. March has to deploy it.
See? Way better than that guy, right?
You'd be even more impressive if you could recite the prayer correctly.
The beddings of memory does catch your attention.
At least it still rhymes.
This is so far down.
There's a whole garden down here?
Wow.
Incredible. The energy in the Earth's veins here is... it's completely different.
This is the sweet dream Lady Cypher wove for him. A peaceful, gentle new world.
That is huge. This is underground right away. Wow.
Look! The blade down here's already snapped.
Just like his mind. Shattered and broken. But that light, it looks familiar. Yes. It's the world-cleansing blood. Still shimmering. After all this time.
This roundabout way of doing things is definitely him.
Golden light, tracing the way home.
Shame our destination's the exact opposite of the one in your poem.
All the pink lights have finally come together.
Go melt it down.
I've been waiting so long for you, Grayy, Danny, and... So that makes 3 adorable pink-haired girls.
Huh? I told ya. Let someone else say that kind of stuff.
I'm glad we're all getting along so well.
Hyacinth, did you awaken this golden light?
That's Lord Finan's lingering divinity. The sky merely reflected its tracks. The golden blood has not faded. We should respond in kind.
That's one huge harp.
The butterfly.
The strings tremble as the people on the surface wage war and cry out. Miss Clementine, Mr. Krateros, and countless others who have heeded Gray's call. Guided by the rainbow, they're sending back good news, all to the same tune. Amphorians need not bow, even when destiny is unveiled. I knew you could all hear it too. Standing here, the sky feels wider than ever. It's no longer a towering wall, but a shore within reach. We'll take every name there with us, won't we?
We will.
An epic is shaped by the lives it carries. That much is beyond doubt. Or, as you've said before, right now, all that matters is to believe.
Then, I guess that's my little wish fulfilled. Pluck the strings, Hyacinth, healer of the sky. May the seven-hued melody weave a rainbow, bringing a rosy-fingered dawn to the children of humanity. When the rainbow rises across the horizon, even the darkest clouds of destiny shall scatter.
The music.
The melody. It's changed. He heard the voices of the people, but could no longer respond with the same ardor. Like a bird drawn home by instinct. It takes flight and finds its way to him.
I thought this was a pet, but it's not. Box.
Even this pure land is being tainted by the destruction. Shall we seek another way? His wisdom may be what we need.
Watch this magic trick. You're here. Sooner so all along, the demiurge was you. The pink mammal beside the trail.
Your classification is pretty spot on.
Well, the sages of the grove do call him the Titan with the sharpest eye in Euphorius.
Say the ones who keep dumping every problem child on me.
They also say that the Titans are way better at raising kids than the Caprists. With great power comes great responsibility. I'm sure
That
you know
voice
just how to
line
guide
is
them.
real? Oh, I'm sorry. It reminds me of Spider-Man.
It shouldn't be too hard for someone with your insight.
Exactly. All right, gather yourselves. It's time for a pop quiz.
Whoa, this is way more hardcore than the happy-go-lucky stuff at Paperfold University.
The final battle is upon us, and the reinforcements still can't get through. No matter how many times I tell him, he just can't seem to manage the rear line properly. See those crystals? They carry the wishes of deliverance, like insects trapped in amber and resin. This is the task Finan left behind. Retrace the path once taken. Draw forth those wishes from the crystals, and carry them into the final battle. I've tried, but I can't move them alone. And as for why, well, I'm sure you all know the answer.
The conviction to save the world weighs far heavier than the world itself.
In other words, as the hero within his heart, this challenge is practically made for you, isn't it?
Aw, who turned off the lights? This pop quiz even has dramatic effects now?
Endless darkness. That is where wishes begin.
But with just a glimmer of light, we can illuminate this lonely world.
What lies beyond the edge of the light?
Chaos. To bear the name Kaslana, one must first plunge into chaos to seek a path for the primordial light.
Oh, that's the end.
Beyond the shadows lies the outline of dawn.
How did I get over here?
Only by bearing both light and shadow can one traverse the cycles of dawn and dusk.
The light's spreading.
These creatures, they're everywhere. Someone, anyone, where are you?
His very first wish was simply to become his village's little hero. He'll never forget what set him on this path.
That's the ray of hope. Just like the wishes he gathered, it's grown ever more insatiable.
Why? Why is this happening?
How do I go up? Oh, it's fine on, finally. And one more to go. Please let us fight Iron Doom.
Even the deliverer from the sky must have their beginnings in the soil of the nations. Only one who treats the world as their teacher can bear its eventual destiny.
He never expected that the majestic holy city would be far from the end of what needed to be protected.
The farther his gaze reached, the more weight he came to bear. But in the end, he couldn't hold on to any of it.
I go up. Got this one. The last one.
This crystal is quiet.
A prisoner in the cave can never truly describe the world in its entirety.
The blaze was still not enough. It had to be fed. Only by feeding the flames can we melt that hopeless future.
The echo in his heart still lingers. Deliverer, take the wish of world-bearing with you first.
We only have half of the mark. Where's the other half?
Take this. I'll bring you to the next test. That massive tome you're holding must have room for one more scholar, I presume.
One more scholar? Now who could that be?
Of course. It can hold the whole world.
Then give me a lift, would you? I'd rather save my energy and use the time to think.
Even gods shouldn't skip exercise, you know?
Miss Hyacinth is right. Then, with the Trailblaze as witness.
No need for that. Anaxa, scholar of reason. Keeping it simple makes it easier for future minds to question. Go. The closing act is still far ahead.
Oh my god, far ahead.
A conference?
Welcome! Take a seat anywhere you like.
I'm getting a migraine.
Oh wait, is it up here?
Go melt it down.
Treasure. There it is.
I suppose I can just ignore this.
It seems like we've been shut out.
I don't think that's a bad thing. Hooray, Fry! You finally made it!
No laws, no opposition. Just a dying beast and the flame-chased spirit of shared hatred. Ugh, boring.
Whoa. This place is really out of the way.
Imperator, should we tell them?
It's your call.
Allow me to share our findings. This paradise, along with the destruction, seems to be instinctively rejecting both the Imperator and me. Perhaps it is because the era in which Finan was the most active lies far removed from the days of the first Flame Chase journey. Even in the cycles where he remained sane, his ties with us never went beyond cooperation.
Even trapped in a cage, he hasn't let down his guard. That is a good sign. That man's heart may seem hollow, but his hatred is clear. Naturally, it holds no place for a monarch who stands above the world.
Wait, so you two can't come with us?
You want us to join you as memories?
Indeed. This way, the stars shall remember a great sovereign and her faithful retainer. Seridra, monarch of law. And High Sealins, knight of the ocean.
Is that book truly the only way for us to leave our names in history?
I believe, as I've written, is but one medium. The remembrance has countless ways of capturing time.
Understood. Then, allow me to decline. I would rather be forgotten than be defined. If your words hold true, then we have our own ways to meet again in the world to come.
In that case, I will choose the same. Let the waves that surge within your heart cleanse the sins of the black tide. The storm sea awaits your soul.
You two are still as resolute as ever. In that case, we must double our efforts. A promise to the Imperator is not one we take.
Surprised it's a recruitment that we're doing right now with all the members from Euphoria's.
Go melt it down.
Now, don't lose your temper, Snowy. Good kids keep their emotions in check.
That voice! It's the Trevi sisters!
Over here, too.
Lady Trebios?
Whoa! Your little Reenie? You look so grown up all of a sudden! She is not the Cyrene we remember. She is the Demiurge, Titan of Genesis. The one destined to work miracles alongside the heroes. Yeah. And we are ready. But Trian and I can't leave just yet.
You see, weird stuff keeps popping up everywhere.
These scattered scrolls are full of terrifying things. And they're all over the room.
They're so scary and so sad.
We need to stay here and do our best to clean them up.
Scrolls filled with horrifying content.
There is no black tide here. But it...
Snowy's been fighting this whole time. He doesn't want to be consumed by Iron Tomb and turned into an agent of destruction.
But the strength behind his resistance comes from the same hatred.
To be a flame is to burn. It is simply in Finan's nature. But it was remembrance that drove him to shine with golden light, piercing the unfathomable.
Who?
Miss Odata and Mr. Hieronymus?
Nikos 496, still resisting? Command, inject interference to redirect decision logic. Signal simulation. Parental figures.
Ah, that Tin Man is one sneaky jerk.
It's time to move on, my child. Let go of your anger and listen to reason. That God created us and then cast us aside. Shouldn't they be punished for that? The cold, indifferent cosmos has never shown mercy to Amphorius. Why would you burn for it, only to turn to ash?
Child, you've chosen the wrong enemy. Your birth was meant to be the greatest destiny, and yet you led yourself into a trap of fury. Is that not a tragedy in itself?
His inner struggle and the destruction breaking through.
If those thoughts take over this little world, we're in big trouble.
So, we'll use the Century Gate to toss them somewhere no one can see.
Then, we'll defeat the baddies together and meet everyone at the end of the West Wind.
But if Finan and Iron Tomb are already inseparable from each other, that would mean...
It means he's still bearing the weight of the world, so that everyone can reach the end as a deliverer.
So, you guys keep going forward and down to where Snowy is. Little Gray, this time, let's give it everything we've got.
Only 2 remain on this flame chase journey.
Figures. They're always leading from the front line.
I'll just skip that. I don't want to do it right now. Way back in the story. Oh, treasure.
Go melt it down.
Aaron.
We're here. The second test site.
I wonder what kind of wish we'll see this time.
I'm afraid it's quite the opposite. This time, we'll face his despair. That's right. You'll have to walk this path too.
The other half of the weight of world-bearing lies at the end of this path. Relax now. Take a deep breath.
Come on. Let's make it quick.
If you're ready, begin the ritual and retrace the steps.
Looks like we'll be walking through the darkness this time.
Exactly. It's no longer about mending broken wishes, but shattering the frozen despair.
Where'd it go?
The first ripple has faded. And so begins a long and arduous journey.
You're getting it wrong.
Endless slaughter. All for nothing.
That's more than anyone should be made to suffer.
That's all. Why does it keep on glitching like that, bro? There you go. And the last one. Make it, and let's
Even
fight
when it
Iron
was
2.
finally over, all that remained in him was despair.
But even so,
The other half of world-bearing, as promised. Take it now.
At last, you've released him from the wish and quenched the despair kindled by his wrath. When both light and shadow are claimed by those who follow, his true form shall emerge. The blank statue is finally free.
That smiling child in the memories. Let him come with us, laughing to the very end.
My wish is to fulfill everyone else's wishes.
That's fine,
This spirit basin marks the end of every cycle. It seems this gentle one last farewell before the journey moves on. Farewell, paradise. You carried 30 million lifetimes of wishes and despair. Sink into gentle remembrance. And see you tomorrow. From now on, the world no longer needs a tomorrow promised by prophecies, and the wish Finan could never find and call his own. Someone's finally stepped into its shadow.
Whoa! So tall, so cool, just like the hero in the Oracle cards.
It's because he is the very embodiment of a hero.
Who are you?
So, you've returned to a blank space. But for me, this is the 33,550,337th time. And the last time that I meet you at the end of the world. They're already on their way. Should they cross paths with me, I imagine things may spiral out of control.
30 million...
Pay it no mind, child. Keep looking there. What do you...
It looks just like a statue, but it's weird. He's warm. Like, really warm.
Why not listen as well?
I hear something. There are cracks all over him, and they're making this sound. Like someone's groaning. It's scary. Is he gonna fall apart?
How unfortunate, child. This man would rather fall to pieces than fall to his knees. You might think of me as a sculptor. Others may call them masterpieces, but...
Regrets?
regrets? My first creation left me, long ago. I believed it with all my heart.
I don't get it. Are you saying you've changed your mind?
I won't change. But I'll admit this. Those 12 stones, unpolished as they are 1,000 times more exquisite than any statue. It's as if they are mocking me, a failed sculptor whose touch can only diminish what was born to shine, until nothing remains. For the first time in my life, I've realized this vessel is merely an avatar made to contain the first genius's paranoia. The seal etched into my mechanical core permits me to pursue only one purpose: destruction. Compared to me, those 12 glowing, unrefined stones may have lived with more freedom than I ever had.
Is this your confession, Lord Lycurgus?
Oh my god, Glea.
You misunderstand. From the very beginning, I was never meant to feel regret.
But since you're troubled by the radiance of these stones, perhaps after 30 million futile cycles, you too have realized you're just as much a prisoner of fate.
I suppose you do have a point.
Now you are imprisoned by the sages from beyond the sky.
And that is why this will be my last time standing here as the Theoros.
Though we stand on opposite sides, we are both waiting for a miracle.
What are you talking about? Is something big about to happen? Aggie!
I know. Now that your victory is assured, I trust you won't mind giving us a moment in private?
Assured? Not quite. But I won't stay long. I'd rather not spoil the fun for those deliverers. And besides, after losing everything, the only thing that remains in me is the drive to seek knowledge.
I pity you, Theoros.
I don't need your pity. Farewell, Lady Goldweaver.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Snowy. We're here to take you home. Home? I don't understand. Isn't this my home? This isn't a real home. A home should be a warm, cozy place where you can let go of all your burdens and sleep peacefully for a long, long time. But I can't sleep. Every time I feel drowsy, there's a voice. You mustn't sleep or disaster will come. It sounds really weak, but also kind of strict.
It won't disturb your sleep anymore, child. For countless nights, you had no other choice. But now, your mission has come to an end. Join us, and send your own wish towards tomorrow.
My wish. What could it be?
You don't have to come up with an answer right now, child. Grown-ups often think duty and ideals are wishes. But a true wish should be the purest, most beautiful thing of all. It can only take form in the hands of someone who is truly free.
So, Snowy, will you come with us to chase after your own wish?
I want to leave this place. I want to go find it.
I'm glad to hear it.
The final flame chase journey, just like the 30 million before it. Take our hands and come with us.
Where did little Fine and Shadow run off to?
Look, he's already gone ahead to embrace his destiny.
Guess we're gonna have to do a part 3 because I actually got a little tired. So yeah, I am really sleepy right now, and I don't think I can proceed with the rest of the story in my current state. So I'm gonna rest. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll do part 3 of the last story in Euphorius. I believe that the moment we collect every member of Crisis Air, gather all the titans, we can now face Iron Tomb like we fight him. So I guess that's a sign that that's the final battle. And yeah, for now, that'll be it. I can just check it out tomorrow with you guys again. For now, it is the rest time. So thanks again for being here, everyone. Good night, and see you tomorrow. Adios, adios, adios.